Hi there. Welcome to May. So I just wanted to connect with everybody today to just check in where you guys are at. I know that for myself and many of the Soul Magic group and the people that have been attending my workshops and clients have really been finding a lot of movement happening in the last few weeks. There has been quite a lot of stirring within our own individual energy bodies, but on the earth as a whole. This has caused a lot of outward disruptions, but also inward shiftings and stirrings. I feel like part of this sort of deep dive that we're going through is a real time of letting go of a lot of old stuff. Yeah, from other times, sometimes from our own childhood and our own experiences growing up in this body, in this life, but also many experiences that we've carried over in our energetic being from other times, yeah. So these are rapidly been, I feel, released at this time, and it's causing quite a disruption and disturbance within, yeah? Hey, Leslie. It's causing quite a lot of disturbance. Personally, I felt as though a couple of weeks ago there was this kind of, it's almost as though I went through some shock and had a bit of PTSD or something. The brain wasn't functioning properly. I felt like I was a little bit dazed, a bit confused. And I feel that is part of a thing that we're going through at the moment as a collective. It's almost as though we're going through a reset and a rewiring of the whole brain and nervous system, yeah? Because if we're going to expand in our consciousness and expand in how we assimilate energy and our organism works as an energetic being, it's going to have to shift. And so I feel like the combination of the astrology, the Chiron shifting into Aries, that's bringing up a lot of existential angst, wounds around belonging and safety, and in combination with the Scorpio full moon, that also brings in a lot of big transformational energies. With Pluto and Saturn going retro, there's also more invitation to go deeper and deeper within than we've ever done. So it feels like the energies are really supporting us to actually dive into the dark shadows of our soul, into the places that we've been resisting, into the, I guess, deeper into the heart of our own heart and the collective heart. So I've been seeing with my clients quite a lot of grief, quite a lot of anger, so quite raw, I guess, deep emotions unearthed, whether that's from their childhood experience or whether that's just simply a cellular detox, yeah? So it feels like there's quite a lot of deep purging going on, and that can cause frustration in the body, that can cause agitation, anxiety, or exhaustion. You may be experiencing all of those oscillating through you at the moment. It feels like the different astrological alignments that we're sort of keep getting bombarded by ongoingly, back to back to back, are really supporting a quick and rapid, accelerated release of stuff. And it's not like we have to sit and go over and over in the content of what it all means in the context of our life, but it just feels like we've been asked, invited to shed old places that no longer serve very quickly and then move on to the next piece, yeah? So let's not get stuck in an old pattern. There are many old patterns been observed and released at this time, but don't get stuck in that old pattern believing that it's you now, that it's the truth of who you are now. Just allow it some space, love it with compassion, that it is part of you, that's here now, whether it's been experienced in reaction to another in your environment, which is always a good thing. It's always a gift if we get if we have souls that allow us to feel triggered, hey? So if that's the case, just get curious about why that person is triggering you now, and what is that bringing up for you, because it's no doubt that this has been orchestrated to allow you to release deeper, more subtle held beliefs about you and you in relationship and you on the planet. So at this time, just be generous and kind to yourself as you're releasing these deep patterns, and know that if there's a lot of emotion around them, that it's simply a part of the purge, part of the process of becoming more whole, more connected to yourself and more connected to your spirituality and your soul. I feel like as we release all of these old places, bit by bit by bit, over and over, we deepen. And as we deepen, this allows new things to come in. I feel like we're in a very exciting time right now when there's going to be a lot more choice than we've ever had before, because we're releasing so many limiting beliefs about ourselves, about society, about the way humans operate, that it means that we can then expand in this new consciousness that we're morphing into as a collective, and that will then allow a new way to come forward, and us to think outside the box of our own mind, and to expand into new flow energetically in our lives, and to bring in new ideas. It is a time for new ideas, both inventions, the way you work as a healer. This is a really great time to not really go into high action unless it's really there for you, but just to sort of get curious and sit, meditate, whatever rocks your boat, and bring in new ideas. What is it you're craving for more of? What is it you would like to bring in now? Because as we release all this density and these old patterns, we're creating space for new, yeah? And that is the celebration of this time, to hold on to if you're going through a lot of disturbance in your physical being or your mind. It's really beautiful to also be reaching out into community, whether it's online through Facebook, Instagram, or whatever you use, whether you're in a Buddhist community or whether you're in a Soul Magic Collective, you know. It's good to reach out to folks, because a lot of people are going through similar things in their own version, and being in community just helps the process, to feel like you're not totally out there and weird, yeah? But also, when we come together as a collective, we're actually forming a group of people that allow an energy shift to happen much quicker for ourselves and each other in the group. So please reach out to your communities, do your workshops, gather your meditations and your healing circles, and, you know, anchor in your energies together to support each other. It's a really powerful way of supporting each other and the planet right now. And, you know, you might want to do that in different locations, yeah? So working in group in different locations is anchoring energies into the earth in different locations. That's really important right now, because what's happening is there is an earth grid transition. Yeah, there's an earth grid transition. Electromagnetics and the Schumann resonance have recently changed to the earth. That's why we've been so disrupted in the last few weeks. Yeah, so I think it was Celia Fenn that wrote about the base chakra shift. Yeah, the base chakra shift is the base chakras are experience of safety, security, yeah, how we are in the world. Do we feel secure? So this has actually been shifted on the planet, yeah. The base chakra in the collective is shifting, and this shift has brought up a lot of core fear around safety and survival, whether you're conscious of it or not, yeah. And this shift then ripples up the central channel, yeah. Ripples up the central channel, activating, shifting every chakra, yeah, all the way up to the crown. And that, therefore, is bringing in release of all these energies that can be a little overwhelming, yeah? So this is part of a new alignment coming in as we are aligning with the new earth grid, yeah? So this is an unstable time. It is a bit of a groundless time, yeah? It is a bit of a groundless time as we are reconstitutioning signaling the internal experience, if that's a word. We're reorganizing the inner world as the earth grids shift, yeah? So as much as you can be sitting on the earth and be in group on the earth in different locations, you are honoring her, you are being her in a body, anchoring the energies through. Hey Sally, nice to see you too. We'll have to have a coffee soon, yeah? Bringing these energies through your central channel and into the earth. You're grounding these frequencies in, yeah? You're grounding these frequencies in. So you're helping yourself and each other and the planet to stabilize in this new energy formation, yeah? So please, please don't do this alone, yeah? Please don't do this alone, because it's a tricky time. I mean, obviously, if you're feeling like you do need your own space, honor that. But when you feel that you want to be in community, reach out to folks and be in group and meditate, work with intention, work with your skills that you have as a healer, as a therapist, whatever suits. But just come together and support each other as we transition. It's a fairly intense time right now. And it's also a joyful time too, as we shed a lot of old feelings that no longer serve. So if you're in that, just reach out and get the support you need. You might like to come towards me for a session of light language or a body healing, energy healing session. You can do that by contacting me on Facebook. Or you may have your own people, yeah? You may have your own support system elsewhere if you're interstate or overseas. Go for those people, yeah? Don't be alone in this, yeah? Yeah. And also, just on that note, I will be running 2 workshops in Sydney. On the 11th of May, I'll be working with Healing the Motherline, yeah? 11th of May, that's Friday evening in Sydney, Healing the Motherline. We'll be working with releasing old energetic patterns held within the mother lineage of your DNA template, but we'll also be celebrating the mother and your mother, the great mother, the earth, and your connection to her. So if you feel that resonates with you, you can check out the event. I'll post the link below after this Facebook Live. I've also got a workshop on the 20th of May in Crow's Nest that will be a part 2 to the Soul Magic Metamorphosis series, and that will be primarily working with Thoth. Again, it doesn't matter if you didn't make it to the first workshop. It'll be working with the energy of Thoth, and he's really wanting to work with us this year through me to work with cellular transformation, yeah, cellular transformation of the body in a cellular way, so that we can change the way our relationship to absorption of energy, release dysfunctional patterns from the neuro pathways and the body system, so that we can, I guess, become into more alignment with the soul self. So if that feels that it resonates with you, you can also check out the event. I'll post both events for you underneath here at the end of this. Hey there, stranger. At the end of this video. But one last thing I just want to say, I've been also guided in the last week or so to work with Archangel Metatron, yeah? Archangel Metatron would like to support us in service at this time. And his symbol, if you will, is the infinity symbol, yeah? It looks like that, yeah? Like a horizontal 8, yeah? And it might be good for you to meditate with his intention, yeah, because he wants to come in, bringing in his golden energy, yeah, and it's to support us to step into the limitlessness self, yes, because we're breaking through, we're moving out of limitations. It can actually feel quite enclosed and limited right now, because we're releasing a lot of old, tightly held beliefs and patterns in ourselves. So he wants to invite his energy into us so that we can remember that we are limitlessness. And that's where we're moving to, yeah? That's where we're moving to as people and as a collective. And there's so much new stuff going to come in the next few months. So he's helping us anchor that within ourselves. So I'm just going to bring through a little bit of light language now for you. And this is really his energy, and it's to anchor this limitlessness into your heart space, yeah? So you might want to listen to this light language, the end of the video, the light language piece, whenever you feel like you're in a bit of a tightness or a contraction in your heart space as you're moving through the month and the releasing process of this month. And if you want to connect with him more, do that in meditation or whatever suits you, through intention. Bring his energy intensely into your energetic field and help him hold you and support you as this, as these rapid release of karmic distortions continue this month. Yeah. So let me just now bring through the sound from Archangel Metatron. Yeah. So you can focus on your heart space now. So we're imprinting the limitless infinity symbol in a golden shape into your heart. So rest now. Rest now into his peace, he says, and that is the gift that he brings to you in these very stirring times, that you can connect with his energy and find a peace within as you transform, transmute, and transcend. It's been a pleasure to connect with you today. Stay in touch. If you have any comments or anything you'd like to say, please write in the comments below, and I will connect with you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.